Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the New Orleans Saints realistic rebuild here at All in One Sports. Now, I realize something, guys. This isn't the last realistic rebuild that we have. I remember this now. I was wondering, because I was going through my playlist, right? And there was only 30 videos, and there should have been 31. And I was like, okay, what team did I skip over? And I remembered that I didn't necessarily skip over them. I did them, and I did not like the way the video turned out, so I deleted it. And it's the Philadelphia Eagles. I remember that rebuild was so frustrating, and I was not feeling good that day, so I deleted it. So we're going to have two realistic rebuilds that we're going to do tonight. We're going to do the New Orleans Saints, and we're going to do the Philadelphia Eagles. So I think this is a perfect way to start the week, is just get these over with and focus on our franchise series. I don't know, maybe we'll have a new rebuild challenge thing coming out. I haven't really decided yet, but I've thought about doing fantasy rebuilds. I've thought about doing what if rebuilds, like just doing what ifs, like what if Lamar was a running back, that kind of thing. What if this certain player played on this team? Just different things. I'm still gonna do rebuilds on this channel, but Madden 21 is like so far out. I'm gonna do rebuilds after free agency. I'm gonna pick different teams. Like, what if the Raiders signed Tom Brady? Just different things like that. And yeah, so don't expect rebuilds to be gone. So, um, anyways, enough of the rambling. Let's get into these rebuilds, man. I am pumped. I'm ready to finish 2-0 with the realistic rebuilds, and I'll be sure to count my total at the end so y'all know what my total victories were and losses. And it's not, I might have a chance at 10 wins in the rebuild, but 10 teams that I successfully built, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But it's out of 32, so we didn't do great. Hopefully, Madden 21 be a little better, but here we go. We have the New Orleans Saints. I have no clue. Let's go ahead and simulate a week, see if Drew Brees retires, because I know he's coming back for one more year. And he didn't retire, so we're definitely going to sign him back for another season. And Teddy Bridgewater is probably going to go. I hate to do it, but where is he? There he is. Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater, I just can't afford if I'm going to bring Drew Brees back on a one-year deal. So, try and go for Super Bowl number 2. Why? Why did they do that, dude? Oh my God, dude. Eli Apple. I'm not bringing him back. Von Bell. I don't need him. Or do I? I need to check this roster out before I start talking shit. Let's see. Do I need Von Bell? No, I have Marcus Williams and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. But I might need to move Chauncey Gardner down to corner. Honestly. Let's go ahead and move him down to corner, see if he takes any hits overall. And he's fine. He goes down a little bit, but he's almost a scheme fit, so that's fine with me. He'll be our corner, and then because we're going to lose a lot of corners, so we're going to have to bring back Von Bell. Let's go ahead and generate best lineup. We have Alex Anzalone. Demario Davis is a guy that is very old. He's 31. That I'm just going to release in the free agency. I know he was really good last year, but he's too old. AJ Klein, same thing, way too old. So, just freeing up money here because God knows we need it. Kiko Alonso, too old. And that frees up a lot. Manti Te'o, same thing. just like too many old players on this team. That's why a lot of people are saying that their Super Bowl window is closed because they've gone without a Super Bowl. All right. Let's see. Cam Jordan, got him. I'm not going to let go of him. Davenport. I rarely see Davenport develop on this game, man. I like Trey Hendrickson. Got Noah Spence. I mean, we got depth here. Malcolm Brown. What is Sheldon Rankins? Okay, Rankins is fine. David Onyemata. He is 27. What's his contract looking like? 1 more year. I might just move Trey Hendrickson to the inside, to be honest. Let's see, run stopper. What is Hendrickson? I think he's a speed rusher. It's Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan would fit a defensive tackle. It'd be interesting moving him inside. But I don't think we're going to do that. Okay, you know what? We're going to move Hendrickson over to right end, which he already is. And then we're gonna trade Davenport. I just don't. What is my game done? Okay, I just don't think Davenport has it. Honestly, don't. And you know, Hendrickson is the scheme fit over him, so I'm gonna look to trade him eventually. So I know a lot of people are gonna be mad, like, "Oh, you're not even giving him a chance." Well. You know, Davenport hasn't lived up to his first round hype, and I'd rather have Hendrickson starting. He's just about the same age. He's a scheme fit, so Jack Rabbit Jenkins, he's gone. We're going to be pretty thin at corner, I'm going to be honest. Eli Apple, bye. PJ Williams, the same thing. So we only have 2 corners on the roster, which I'm sure y'all are like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And we only have like literally 1 linebacker. Well, see, these are all old players, man. I'm looking to get younger. It's just not my cup of tea, you know. And then the offense, Latavius Murray. I mean, we're going to have to stick with him. Teddy Bridgewater, I'm just going to outright cut him. Taysom Hill. Pretty sure he's a free agent. I don't know. Austin Carr, Traquan Smith, Jared Cook. I'm fine with keeping him for another season. Josh Hill is probably costing us a bit of money. I'm going to cut him. Y'all are probably like, why are you cutting all these guys? Because they're not going to be useful, you know? We're not going to be using them, so. Drew Brees. Alright. I'll come back to you. Andrus Peat, we probably want to get locked up to a 4-year deal. He's still particularly young, so. Von Bell, same deal with you. Sign you to a 3-year deal. He doesn't want to come back. Noah Spence, not really. Well, I mean, we do need the backup, so sign him up for a 3-year deal. It's not that much money, so. Zach Line, anyone else? Not really. So we're just gonna have to bring back Von Bell in free agency. David Onyemata, Um, I don't know. 2-year deal for Larry Warford. I'm fine with that. And he wants to go to a new team. All these guys want to go to a new team. David Onyemata, 2-year deal. You'll sign. And he signed. So, thank God. And we're obviously franchise tagging Drew Brees. So, a lot of people are probably going to be like, why don't you just get rid of Brees this year? Because, I don't want to. And it's realistic rebuilds. Remember, Drew Brees is going to be playing next year. So, I mean, makes sense. So, free agency, we have 37 million, and we have quite a bit that we need. So, I mean, we could bring AJ Green as an outside receiver with Michael Thomas, but we got a lot of holes to fill. So, Davenport, we are going to go ahead and trade him. I don't even think he's worth a first round pick. Maybe a late first round pick as an edge rusher. Teams value edge rushers. I think a team like the Dolphins, the Ravens. I think the Ravens would be a good bet. Like pick 28 for Marcus Davenport. I think they would love that. They would jump all over that, dude. Like let's be real. Let's be real. And then since it's Madden, I mean that would go through, I think. But since it's Madden, I'll throw in a future third. And that trade offer is accepted. So Marcus Davenport and a third round pick to the Ravens for a later first round pick. Guys, now listen to me. I know some of y'all are probably thinking to yourselves, why would Marcus Davenport even be worth it? Like, all Matt Ice does is trade for first round picks. Listen, the value is there. I'm not trading up to number 1. I'm not trading up to number 5. I'm trading up late in the first round. Like, I'm not splurging on all these great first round picks. I'm getting late first round picks. And I mean, sometimes we use them, sometimes we do it to trade for another player. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I really like the way I do my realistic rebuilds. If you don't, I mean, I try and put out the best content, possible. So, I'm sorry if y'all don't like the way I do my realistic rebuilds. It's just the way I do it. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to go on a rant here, but let's get back to free agency. And, let's see. Well, like I said, AJ Green, scheme fit. Devin Funchess wouldn't be a bad player to bring in. Offensive line is fine. Well, right guard, we could bring back Larry Warford, but we can draft a left guard. Or a right guard. I'm not worried about that. Defensive line is fine. Marcus Golden, not a bad player. Could get him on a 2-year deal. I wouldn't be against that. Jayon Brown, not a bad player. I don't know, man. I think Nick Kiatowski is going to be a guy I go after. Because I don't think, we need, really big time middle linebackers, Jayon Brown. Excuse me. Jatavis Brown. 3-year deal. I mean, he's only 26. Well, that's a little too much. Okay, I'm fine with that. And then Reggie Ragland, another solid player. So, and then right outside linebacker, Devondre Campbell. He is a scheme fit, so he'll probably be one of our bigger free agency signings. He's not that good in real life, but like I said, scheme fit, and we need him. So, um, and then Darren Lee's a scheme fit as well. I know I'm going heavy investment into the linebackers here, but why not? We need linebackers. So, Daryl Worley. I always love bringing Daryl Worley in. He's a really good third corner, so why not? 2-year contract. And I think we did great in free agency. Bringing in Nick Kiatowski, Devondre Campbell, Daryl Worley, Darren Lee, Jatavis Brown, and Reggie Ragland. That's about 6 players. I mean, very active, but we needed to be. I mean, so, oh my God, Jatavis Brown rejects, Devondre Campbell accepts. I don't know why. I don't understand why Jatavis Brown rejected our offer. It's annoying. He signed with the Eagles, really? Who's available? Camus Gerger Hill. I mean, he's a young player, but probably look to draft that position. Because oh shoot, we got to re-sign Von Bell. It's the other player that we got to get back. I totally forgot about Von Bell. But like our corners and our secondary and everything is pretty much good to go. Defensive line is good. Linebacking unit could use a little help, but I don't know what we're going to go with in the draft. Let's see. Definitely going to be looking at quarterback, Jake Fromm. I mean, Zach Moss wouldn't be a bad player. Eventually behind Alvin Kamara once Latavius Murray's contract is up. Denzel Mims would be sick. Could use a tight end of the future. Do need a right guard, so maybe a player like Solomon Kinley here in the 4th. Wouldn't be a bad pick. I don't know. Defensive tackle, Justin Matabuki wouldn't be a bad player. Lekai Fatu. Left outside linebacker, Josh Uche is a guy we definitely could look at. We do need a left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, we could go with Patrick Queen. Corner, Levert Hill. But, I mean, we have options. We have options. You know, quarterback's definitely a thing that we have to discuss, but I don't think that's our biggest priority, honestly. So, 5th-year options. Said that really weird. Marshawn Lattimore, yes. My God, I don't know why I said it like that, but give me just a second. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, we have another big 5th-year option. Alvin Kamara? No, Ryan Ramczyk. That's right. Kamara was like a third round pick. It might have been later than that. But Ryan Ramczyk, one of the best offensive tackles in the league. Von Bell Seps, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and turn on auto scouting, which I already did. Totally forget sometimes. And let's simulate to the draft. Dude, if y'all, this isn't no sponsoring or anything, but if y'all haven't tried Mountain Dew Zero Sugar, like it just came out, it is very good. I love it. And big Mountain Dew fan here. I wish they would come out with like Mountain Dew, like the red one, Code Red, Like diet though, oh my god. Mm. I can drink it all day. And I know, Mountain Dew is like, people are like, why would you drink it diet? Why not just drink it regular? Because I'm not trying to get diabetes. Which I'm sure I can get diabetes still off of drinking freaking sody pops all day, but yes, I just called it sody pops. But you know, I try and drink plenty of water, like 3 or 4 bottles a day, and then drink my 1 or 2 sodas. So, little hefty. I'm not some skinny guy, but proud of who I am. So, mm. All right, let's get into this draft here. And we picked number 24 overall. Remember, we did get the 28th pick from the Ravens as well because we traded Marcus Davenport. So let's go ahead and send the 24. If Patrick Queen's here, I'm going to take Patrick Queen. But I don't think he's going to be here. No, he's gone. So is Kenneth Murray. Josh Uche. Safeties, I'm fine with safeties. Quarterback, Jordan Love is still here. Jacob Eason. Jacob Eason wouldn't be a bad pick. Henry Ruggs, T. Higgins, Justin Jefferson. Josh Jones. I don't know. Yetur Gross-Matos, we could play him behind Cam Jordan until Cam retires. Like, that wouldn't be a bad option. Marlon Davidson wouldn't be a bad option. Raekwon Davis. I'm almost tempted to go Zach Bond, but he isn't a scheme fit. But, I mean, I don't know, man. Could go Trayvon Diggs here. I mean, safety's definitely an option, but I just don't think we need one. I think I'm going to go Zach Bond here. Yeah, let's go Zach Bond. 71 hidden. Close to a scheme fit, so he'll be our starting left outside linebacker when we do pick at 28. And this is probably where I'm going to take a receiver. I'm not going to take Henry Ruggs because I take him a lot. So, T. Higgins, same deal. Justin Jefferson. I'm going to take a guy I don't take very much, and that's Jalen Reagor here. So, 73 hidden. Go ahead and take him. And then we'll go ahead and simulate to the 3rd round. I mean, I could have went tight end there. I think offensive guard or tight end is next on my list. Is Adam Trautman goes to the Patriots. Josh Uche is still available. Solomon Kinley is off the board. Thayer Mumford. So I'm confused. Is Thayer Mumford like in the draft or no? Or is he next year? Because I swear I seen that he was going to be in the draft next year, and I don't know why he's in this draft class. Jason Strowbridge. Josh Uche is tempting. He really is. Antoine Winfield too, dude. Could go Jalen Hurts. We're going to go with Jalen Hurts. I don't think I've taken him in a rebuild this year, but 67 overall, hidden development. Maybe he's our heir apparent to Drew Brees. I have no clue. But I think that's like, I might have used him once. I just don't remember. Josh Uche's gone. Jordan Elliott is still here. People are sleeping on Jordan Elliott, man. He's a good player. Bradley Anae is a good player as well. Who have I taken? Alex Highsmith. I mean, we really do need an eventual replacement for Cam Jordan. So I think I'm going to go Bradley Anae here. And he's a 66 overall, normal development. I don't think that's a fair rating for him, but I'm not going to get into that. I think he should at least have hidden dev. He's a really balanced prospect. Jordan Elliott's still here. I mean, might as well. And that's another player that's getting disrespected. I mean, it's crazy. No, I think I'm just going to sim to the end of the draft. So, I mean, it was a so-so draft. I mean, not a great draft in my opinion. We got Zach Bond from Wisconsin with the 24th pick. I mean, he's close to a scheme fit. So, and then we got Jalen Reagor, which he's going to be our outside receiver. And then we got Jalen Hurts, who might be the heir apparent to Drew Brees. I have no clue yet. He does have hidden development, 67 overall. Bradley Anae for def. Jordan Elliott, same thing. And then they drafted Steven Gonzalez, so we might actually have to look for a right guard in free agency because we don't have anyone. We let Larry Warford walk. So, yeah, we're pretty weak there at that position. But offensively, we are going to start Jalen Reagor in the slot for year one. That way he gets more XP. And maybe he'll win Offensive Rookie of the Year. And then Jalen Hurts is obviously going to be the backup to Drew Brees. Defensively, Trey Hendrickson and Cam Jordan are our defensive ends, our edge rushers. Devondre Campbell, I don't know why. Okay, no, we're going to have to fix that because Zach Bond is going to start at right outside linebacker. Darren Lee is going to be our backup right outside linebacker, but we have two good linebackers here in Kiatowski and Anzalone. So, linebacking core is definitely strong. Von Bell and Marcus Williams are our safeties. Corners, Marshawn Lattimore. Moved Chauncey Gardner-Johnson down to corner. We also have Daryl Worley here. So, I mean, not a bad team. Let's go ahead and make some adjustments to our starting lineup. After I check my good old social media. Let's see. Alright. So, starting the lineups. I think the biggest issue I had was, let's see, defensive ends look good, right ends look good, D tackles look fine. Okay, Zach Bond's gonna start. Reggie Ragland's gonna be our backup. Got our middle linebackers. Right outside, Devondre Campbell. Where is he? There he is. So our linebacking core is pretty decent. Corners, fine with that. Safeties. Kick returner. Deontay Harris, he's a beast. He was really good this year, so I might do Jalen Reagor as our punt returner, though. Slot receiver, Jalen Reagor. Rush left end, Cam Jordan. Rush right end. Zach Bond can be that for us. Rush D tackle. Sub linebacker, slot corner. Okay, they want Chauncey Gardner-Johnson there. I'm going to go Daryl Worley in the slot, though. Yeah, I'd rather have Chauncey Gardner on the outside. Well, let's just go Chauncey Gardner for our slot corner. Then I guess Daryl Worley can play the outside. It's fine. So let's go ahead and find a right guard, though. That's definitely a big thing that we have to have. Let's see who's here. Oh, not much. Might have to make a trade here. Who's on the trade block? Alex Kappa. Lamont Gaillard. Okay, I'm on no trade for Lamont Gaillard. I'll give up a future 2. There we go. He's a young player, so hopefully he can develop on our line. And we're going to move him to right guard real quick. Hopefully he doesn't lose his scheme fit. Oh, it's annoying. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to rock with that, because if I push generate best lineup, it's going to do everything differently than what I had it, so not going to worry about that schemes. Gonna make sure those are good. 69% multiple power run. Base 4-3 is 100%. That's awesome to see. Vertical power run. Looks like our best option. Vertical zone. Guess we'll go with the vertical zone run since we do have Alvin Kamara. So we'll rock out with that. Upgrade the players real quick. And let's go ahead and sim to the midseason mark. See how we're doing. I definitely expect this team to compete for Super Bowl in Drew Brees' possible final year. And we are 2-5. What the hell, dude? Don't even tell me that this is going to be a hard rebuild. 16th in offense, 25th in defense. Why are we so bad? I don't understand, but okay. Alvin Kamara, definitely want to bring you back. Don't have much money. Okay, Marcus Williams. We'll come back for the other guys, but I don't get it. Saints are always good in the sim. Like, give me a break. I guess linebacking unit. Then we'll go ahead and upgrade our players here. And we'll sim to the playoffs, which right now it doesn't look like we're going to make. I mean, we're still in the hunt. So it would be a shocker if we didn't make the playoffs. But maybe Drew Brees just doesn't have it. I don't know. And we do make the playoffs. We go 9-7. So started 2-5. We won 7 out of our last, let's see, 9. So not bad. Panthers go 12-4. Bucks go 8-7-1. Falcons 7-8-1. So competitive division. Finished 7th in offense. And then defense was exactly the same, 25th. Drew Brees, 38 touchdowns, 12 picks, only sacked 13 times. That's insane. Alvin Kamara, almost 1,400 yards, 8 touchdowns, 400 yards, 11 touchdowns for Latavius Murray. So nice 1-2 punch there. Receiving, Michael Thomas, 82 catches, 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns, 675 and 4 for Traquan, 640 and 7 for Jalen Reagor, 609 and 6 for Alvin Kamara, 592 and 12 for Jared Cook. So really good year from him. 267 and 3 from Latavius Murray. Defensively, Nick Kwiatkowski, our free agent signing, had 117 tackles, 7 TFLs, 3.5 sacks, and a pick. Sacks on the year, 6 from Cam Jordan, 12 TFLs, 7 TFLs, 4.5 sacks for Zach Bond, 10 TFLs, 4 sacks for Sheldon Rankins, 7 TFLs, 3.5 sacks, and a pick for Kwiatkowski. 6 TFLs, 2.5 sacks for Hendrickson, so, Interceptions, 2 for Worley, 2 for Lattimore, 1 for Kwiatkowski, Anzalone, and Williams. Forced fumbles on the year, didn't get any. Safeties, don't have any. Block kicks, we do have 1, Marcus Williams, and touchdowns, none. So defense wasn't great, but Josh Allen is your MVP. No Saints. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers. Alvin Kamara at 4, Drew Brees at 6. Defensive Player of the Year, Kwon Alexander. No Saints. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jake Fromm. Jalen Reagor at 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Troy Dye from the Bears. And Zach Bond at 10. Best quarterback, best running back, best receiver, best O-line, best D-line, best linebacker, best DB, and best kicker, Will Lutz. So, not many awards, but that's okay. I'm going to spend some Coach XP here. We'll go with DBs. And let's get into this playoff game here. Make sure Jalen Reagor. Okay, yeah, he's a scheme fit. So, Zach Bond. Got to get him up to a scheme fit. I hate how the players like go all the way down at the bottom after you do that. It's annoying. Alright, we'll let the sim handle it. And let's go ahead and get into Drew Brees' final playoff game, potentially. So, 86 to their 83. I would expect us to be favorites, but you never know in the sim. Could be one way, could be the other way. Alright. Alright, here we go. And we open up 7-0. Our defense is a liability here. There we go. Make a stop. 21-7. 28-7. I'm pretty sure we got this in the bag. 31-10. 38-10. 38-17, 41-17. Alright, so they tried to make it a close game at the end, but 41-25. Drew Brees was great on the day. Went 30 of 34, 297, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Kyler Murray was decent. Rushing the ball, Alvin Kamara was really good. Excuse me. Alvin Kamara was good in the receiving game. Traquan Smith. Amari Cooper to the Cardinals. That's interesting. Jared Cook. Defensively, see what we did. Sack-wise, we had 1 sack. Von Bell had a pick. So not bad on defense, but we did win. So we're heading to the divisional. Drew Brees is playing for that Super Bowl, man. He's going all out for that Super Bowl. So we got to get him that. We got to get him that ring, man. I'm hoping that we can. Let's see. Where's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson in terms of scheme fits? Let me go. Then Alvin Kamara. Alright. So, let's go ahead and sim to the next week. See who we're taking on in the divisional round. Green Bay. Should be interesting. Zach Bond. Getting him closer to a scheme fit here. And the rest, not really worried about. So, let's go ahead and jump into this game in Green Bay. 87 to their 84. I think if Drew Brees plays the same that he did last week, I think we're going to win this game. No problems. Can't remember if Aaron Rodgers this year was like Offensive Player of the Year. I think he was. Or best quarterback in the NFC. Something like that. But I think we have a better team than the Packers, so I think we should be good. So here we go. Up 7-0. Up 14-0. Okay. Green Bay scores their first touchdown. Come on. 21-7. 28-7. 28-14. 35-14. Yeah, game over. 42-14. Aaron Rodgers ain't going to have enough time here. So 42-28. We score another 40 points. Drew Brees, man. He has like 10 touchdowns to no interceptions in the playoffs. He's almost had like a perfect pass rating in each game. Alvin Kamara is going off. I mean, love to see it. Jalen Reagor on the day had 3 touchdowns. That's what you like to see. Defensively, we had 2 sacks here. Well, we had a little more than that. Probably like 3 total. And then interceptions, Marcus Williams. So we're going to the NFC Championship. Which, if we keep dropping these 40 burgers, man, I think we're going to have a good shot to get to the Super Bowl. So, Eric McCoy. I think he's a scheme fit. No? Close to one, though. And David Onyemata. Keep upgrading him to a scheme fit. So, let's see who we're taking on in the NFC Championship. Philadelphia Eagles, 8-8 Eagles. We got this. If we lose this game, I'm going to be very upset. Marshawn Lattimore. Keep developing him in our scheme. And then Jalen Hurts. Yeah, if we lose this game to Philadelphia, I'm going to be very upset. So, how do they have... I guess they were a division winner, I guess. That's why they have the home field advantage. But that's crap, man. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's crap. We should have home field advantage here in the NFC Championship. We have a better record, but not going to say anything. Go with our color rush here. But we've won 2 straight playoff games on the road, putting up 40 points in both games. Drew Brees has thrown 10 touchdowns to no interceptions in the playoffs. He's almost had like a perfect passer rating. So I'm hoping this is our year. The first season to go to the Super Bowl, I would be ecstatic. Ecstatic, man. I was very concerned after our 2-5 start, but they have Lamar Miller on their team. Guess they brought him in to be the lead back. Interesting, but come on, Drew. It's an 8-8 team. There we go. 10-0, 10-3, 17-3. All right, we're letting them hang around here. 17-7, 24-17, 24-24. 31-24, 38-24. There we go. Our defense is clamping down on them. We put up another 40 points here. And yeah, the game is over. We're going to the Super Bowl. 48-24 win here in the NFC Championship. Drew Brees again, dude. Throws 5 touchdowns. He had his first interception, but he has 15 touchdowns to 1 pick in the playoffs. That's legendary. Alvin Kamara was so good. 7.9 average yards per carry, 151 yards a touchdown. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. What did he have? 68 yards, 2 touchdowns in the receiving game as well. So he had 3 total touchdowns. Almost 300 total yards of offense. Jalen Reagor is just balling out in these playoffs. Didn't have any sacks. We had 2 interceptions, Chauncey and Von Bell. So, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. So, 3 straight playoff games where we did put up 41 points. So, and Drew Brees didn't throw below like 4 touchdowns per game in the playoffs. So, 15 touchdowns to 1 pick. Let's see who we're taking on in the Super Bowl. And it is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Interesting. I never really actually see the Steelers make the Super Bowl. So, should be a good game. Big Ben versus Drew Brees. Both quarterbacks trying to win a ring before they retire. As long as I think Big Ben is still the quarterback. But he might not be. They might have drafted a quarterback or something. Like a Jacob Eason, but I'm pretty sure Big Ben is their quarterback. Which just brings even more intrigue. I think a lot of people would tune in for this Super Bowl. It would be a definitely a good Super Bowl. Here we go. See if we can win it. 7-0. Alright, so we get 10 points. They scored their first touchdown. Ooh. 14-10. Come on, we cannot be settling for field goals here. 19-14. Oh my God, 19-14, and I think we're going to win the Super Bowl. 3 seconds on the clock. All we got to do is chunk it up. And Drew Brees, in potentially his final year, gets a rebuild win for us here. Go to Kamara. And the game is over. Drew Brees did not play phenomenal. But the Saints are your Super Bowl champions here in the first year. That's what we like to see, baby. Big Ben loses. I don't know if that's his final game, but more than likely Drew Brees' final game here is we win the Super Bowl first year. We're going to try and build a dynasty here with the New Orleans Saints. So that was closer than I would have expected it to be, but like I said, Drew Brees did not have a phenomenal game. as Alvin Kamara is your Super Bowl MVP. Nice to see. Good for him. Got to see us lift up the Lombardi Trophy with Brees here. And there we go. Getting the legend his final ring. Good for him as he lifts up his second Lombardi. Good for Drew Brees. Didn't get Super Bowl MVP, but that's fine. Drew Brees on the day, 237 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. So he threw 16 touchdowns to 2 picks in the playoffs. It's pretty good, man. Ben threw his 2 interceptions, rushing the ball. Alvin Kamara was the Super Bowl MVP. I mean, he wasn't dominant. He might have been in the receiving game. Okay, so he did have a lot of receiving yards. And no one really stood out receiving. Let's see, what did we have? Jared Cook was the only guy that had our touchdown on the day. Our best receiver was Alvin Kamara. So defensively, Cam Jordan had a sack. Patrick Robertson and Nick Kwiatkowski had picks. Any forced fumbles? Touchdowns? No. So there we go. We get the Super Bowl dub in year 1, which adds to our successful rebuilds. And I love it. But we still have 3 more years to go. So let's go ahead and simulate to the off season. View weekly awards. I guess Alvin Kamara was okay. There we go. And players negotiate. Sure, Drew Brees retired. No, he didn't. What? He didn't retire. I'm not going to bring you back. You have 83 throw power. It's just not going to happen. Jared Cook, no. Sheldon Rankins, Anzalone and Hendrickson have 17 million. I'm going to let everyone go to free agency. And I'm going to see if we can get better players on our roster. But, oof. Zach Bond, definitely got to get him in the scheme fit. Still close. Chauncey Gardner. And Marcus Williams, I believe, is already a scheme fit. So, yeah, we're just going to let them players walk. If we need to bring them back, we will. But I just want to see if there's anyone better. Let's go ahead and check out the team. See what our needs are going to be. We do have Jalen Hurts. Latavius Murray will keep for the time being. Our receivers look good. Tight end, we're going to need. Teron Armstead's still a good player. Nick Easton, for some reason, is almost making $6 million. Not going to go down with that. Malcolm Brown is making way too much money. David Onyemata, you could say, is making way too much money. He's 28. I'm going to cut him. Left outside linebacker, Reggie Ragland. I'm fine with him being there. Fine at corner. Safeties are fine. Kicker, Will Lutz. I don't know why we have so many kickers on the roster. Punter. Thomas Morstead. Keep him around. He's a Saints legend. But here we go, free agency. Drew Brees, for some reason, I don't understand why he's staying around. He won a Super Bowl. Tight end, Austin Hooper could be a move. Gerald Everett. Offensive line is fine. Defensive ends. D tackles. We do need a D tackle. Andrew Billings wouldn't be a bad move. Tack McKinley, Carl Lawson. Trey Hendrickson really didn't do much, so I'm deciding between one of these two. And Carl Lawson doesn't have an offer, so 4 years, I'll offer you this deal. Linebackers. Guess I should cut Kietowski. He is 28. Yeah, save us some money. I almost feel willing to bring Drew Brees back, but then again, he's so old. Zach Cunningham is a scheme fit. Alex Anzalone. I'd rather go Zach Cunningham here. He is only 26, so if he accepts that, will be good. Devondre Campbell. Fine with him for the time being. Corners, safeties, not really. I think Austin Hooper is going to be one of our signings. There we go. And I think that's going to be all we bring in. We're going to bring in Austin Hooper, Carl Lawson, and Zach Cunningham. So, should be good next year again, too. Just all depends on how Jalen Hurts plays. So, all three of those guys sign up. So, that is good. Good to know. And here in year 2 in the draft, honestly, don't have many needs. Defensive tackle. Okay, D tackle is our biggest need. So we need 2 defensive tackles. So that's going to be the needs. Go ahead and view draft board. See what's available. Any good D tackles in this class? Guy doesn't look bad. It's not very many good players. I mean, there's this guy, but he's a late first round prospect. So these 2 are going to be on our board. Right outside linebacker could look here. That guy. It's a first round linebacking prospect in the 3rd round. Corners. Good player here in the 2nd. A little slow though. Another good corner. Really good safety, but we don't really need safeties. That's going to be our draft board. There's a stud here in the 2nd. Alright, yeah, that's going to be our draft board. I don't think we need to trade up here for anyone, so just go ahead and simulate to the 32nd pick. See what's available. So there's that linebacker and corner. So the D tackles went. I think our best option would go with that linebacker. Could go with the tackle. A lot of good guards. First round defensive end. Could be our Cameron Hayward replacement. We need D-tackle really bad, though. That guy could play inside for us at defensive tackle. He's got the size. We'll go Jimmy Bullaware here. 70 overall, normal development. Not great. Not great at all. Probably could have went with that outside linebacker. Probably would have been a better selection. There anyone on our... Oh, he's still here. Bet. 74 overall, normal development. Not great, but... I mean, that's fine. It's good value. We're not really hitting on these dev traits. I don't know what's going to be here in the 4th round. Guess we shall find out. Offensive line. 5.8. Not a bad player there. Do need another defensive tackle. There's like none available. Yeah, there's really nothing left in this class. So I think I'm just going to simulate the rest of the draft. Hopefully that hold to reorder thing goes off, but no promises there. As we had a decent draft, I mean, our first 2 picks were kind of iffy, but this guy here, Jimmy Bullaware, has the size to play defensive tackle, so go ahead and put him there. And he goes up to a 72. He is a scheme fit. We got Manny Raymond here, who is going to be our eventual replacement to Devondre Campbell. So, got Trayvon Ford. Yeah, the computer didn't really help us out. So, just go ahead and simulate a week here. Gonna need to bring in a D tackle number 2. That's a priority. Which we'll see if there's anyone here. Christian Covington. Justin Jones. He's 25. Robert Kimdiche. We'll bring in Christian Covington for 1 year. It's fine with me. So this is how the team is going to look in season number 2. Jalen Hurts finally taking over for Drew Brees. Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray. Brought in Austin Hooper. Offense really hasn't changed too much defensively. Defensive tackles have definitely changed. Drafted this Bullaware guy. 72 scheme fit. Brought in Christian Covington. Zach Bond's going to be our starting left outside linebacker. Devondre Campbell, Zach Cunningham. Drafted this Raymond guy, who maybe we can develop to be the replacement to Devondre Campbell. He is 28, so. But Von Bell, Marcus Williams, Marshawn Lattimore, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Daryl Worley. Brought in Carl Lawson as our new edge rusher with Cam Jordan. So, overall, not too bad. Bullaware is going to be our rush D tackle. Worley's just going to start in the slot. Traquan Smith in the slot. So, overall, I think this team can be pretty good. It all depends on how Jalen Hurts plays. So, Probably going to go offensive line here. That'll be it. Do we have more money to spend? Or more XP? No. So yeah, go and check out the scheme fits here. 83% there, I'm fine with that, and base 4-3 is 88. So, gonna keep the playbooks the same. Worked for us last year, so let's go ahead and simulate to the midseason mark as we try and win back-to-back Super Bowls here. Haven't ever done that, so maybe the Saints are the team to do it. As we are 4-3 at the midseason mark. Players to negotiate: Teron Armstead, Ryan Ramczyk, Marshawn Lattimore, Tre'Quan Smith. Yeah, there's a lot of players here to bring back. Lattimore, gonna do that deal. Ryan Ramczyk, get him locked up. I think he's really underrated, man. I think Ramczyk is so good. Teron Armstead, still a really good overall, so 3-year deal, I'm fine with that. Daryl Worley, probably not. Tre'Quan Smith, I mean, he's a good overall, and he's really young. We'll come back to him. Deontay Harris, great special teamer. So, re-sign him. Shy Tuttle, not a bad D tackle here. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. Gonna spend some more coach XP. As pretty much everything is filled out except tight end and running back, which will go tight end. And upgrade our players. Try to get Jalen Hurts to a strong arm here, because his throw power really isn't all that great. There we go. My God. It's really annoying. And there we go. That should be good, and let's just go ahead and simulate the rest of these. And let's sim to the playoffs, which right now we're on top of the division. It's a 3-way tie. Falcons kind of look out of the race, but let's see if we can make the playoffs and go on a second Super Bowl run, which would be lit. And we do not make the playoffs. We go 8-8. So the Panthers went out, basically third in the NFL in offense. Defensively was 24th, so might have to change the playbook there. But Jalen Hurts, 4,600 yards, almost 4,700 yards realistically, 34 touchdowns, 8 picks, 76 completion percentage. Alvin Kamara over 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. Latavius Murray, 10 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, Michael Thomas, 104 catches, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. Tre'Quan, 976 and 8. Austin Hooper, 846 and 6. 605 and 4 for Rager, 467 and 4 for Kamara. So good receiving stats there. 108 tackles, 4 TFLs, 2 sacks, and a pick for Cunningham. 106 tackles, 8 TFLs, half a sack, and 2 picks for Gardner. Sacks on the year, had 9 from Cam Jordan. Boulware had 12 TFLs, 7 sacks. So good numbers there from our first round pick. 12 TFLs, 6.5 sacks for Lawson. And then nothing really else there at sacks. Interceptions, 2 for Chauncey Gardner, 2 for Von Bell. Quite a bit of singles here. Forced fumbles on the year. We have one recovered by Cam Jordan. Safeties, touchdowns, none. So Third in offense, 24th in defense. Look at the yearly awards. Drew Brees goes to Washington and wins the MVP. I don't know. Maybe we should have brought him back. I don't know. Jalen Hurts, 7th in the MVP voting. Coach of the Year, I doubt we're on here. NFC Offense Player of the Year, Drew Brees. Jalen Hurts at number 2. Defense Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. Cam Jordan at 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jaqualian Jones. Okay. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sheldon Dukes. Bullaware at number 2. Best QB, Drew Brees. Jalen Hurts at number 2. Best running back, best receiver, Michael Thomas. Best O-lineman, best D-lineman, best linebacker, best DB, and best kicker, Will Lutz. So, I want to check out Drew Brees' stats. 49 touchdowns, 14 picks. Almost 5,000 yards. Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Jalen Hurts should be good for a scheme fit now. But I think we had to move on from Drew Brees. So, I mean, I'm not pissed off about it. He's 43 years old, so where is Jalen Hurts? There he is. There we go. We finally get him a scheme fit. That's exactly what we wanted. So, good there. And we're going to have to make some interesting cuts this offseason to free up some cap. Because the team needs to get younger, obviously. Players negotiate. Traquan Smith, he deserves a deal. $14 million. I'll give him this. And he resigns, that's fine. The rest of them can go kick dust. So, upgrade players here. Jalen Hurts again. Gotta keep him in that scheme fit. There we go. He's up to an 82 overall. So, he should be a 90-something by the end of this rebuild. So, I'm not worried about Drew Brees going to the Redskins, doing what he did. I hope he didn't win the Super Bowl. Let's go ahead and check that out. No. The Bears beat the Colts. So, Drew Brees lost, I guess, in the first round. Or he was one and done. So, told you to retire, Drew. Where was Drew Brees? I guess he already retired, so he can't see his stats. But yeah, he retired losing in the first, one and done with the Redskins. So, tried to warn him. But, let's go ahead and see Jalen Hurts. He's up to superstar. I don't know if he had that or if he just got that. I guess he already had it, so that's dope. Running backs, Latavius Murray, I think it's time to cut bait with you. Who's our backup running back? Trevor Knight. I was thinking of the Oklahoma quarterback, Trevor Knight. Michael Thomas, Jalen Reagor, Traquan Smith, Deontay Harris. I'm good with our receiving core. Tight ends, I'm good with. Offensive line is fine. Cam Jordan, still a good overall. Noah Spence, he's good def, so I'm fine with that. Zach Bond has star. Did he have star, or did he just get that? Or did he get it last year? I got to keep up with that stuff. Manny Raymond, I think he was a normal. So, middle linebacker, fine with that. Devondre Campbell. I think we're good with letting him walk. Darren Lee as well. As we do have Manny Raymond. Should be a scheme fit at right outside. No, he's not. Hmm. Okay. I mean, that's okay then. Corners, gonna have to find a third corner. Free safety, strong safety. Von Bell. I mean, we're gonna have to keep him, but anywho, let's go ahead and sign our free agents. Should have about 20, 22. There we go. Sherman, Gallup. Gallup would be insane in this offense. Calvin Ridley, Ronnie Harrison, Sam Darnold is here. Are there any D tackles? No. I think I'm gonna go with Gallup. I think Gallup's the way I'm gonna go. Anthony Miller too. That's nice, but yeah, Gallup's gonna be our number 2. Or do we have Traquan? We do have Traquan Smith. We just re-signed Traquan Smith. But honestly, I'd rather have Rieger in that slot. Have Gallup on the outside with Thomas. Yeah, we're going to go with Gallup. I don't care. We can trade Traquan Smith. And Michael Gallup accepts. So if there's a defensive tackle at the top of the board, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trade up. I'm going to use Traquan Smith as trade bait. So here we go. Denver's picking number 1. Good right end. Here's a good defensive tackle. Oh, he looks like a stud too. Cam Stimson. Okay, we're gonna let the first 3 picks go. Swear if the Falcons draft my player, they don't. Titans. I don't think the Titans will go with them. Okay, Jaguars I'm kind of concerned about. So we're going to trade up with the Jaguars. We're going to go and get our defensive tackle. Because that's their number 1 need. So we can offer Traquan Smith, but I don't know how interested they're going to be. They're decently interested. So could throw in Noah Spence. Because I don't want to give up our other first round pick. So Noah Spence, Traquan Smith, and our third to move up to number 6. And the trade offer is accepted. So here we go. We're going to pick that defensive tackle. He looks like a stud. So Cam Stimson. Make sure he's not the only stud. Yeah, he's pretty damn good. So, and then there's a second round defensive end. Okay, yeah, Cam Stimson is our pick. And he's a 77 hidden overall, ranked number 6 in the class. Took him at number 5, so I guess we traded up to number 5. That's fine. And number 17. What a reach we took there. Do need a backup running back. Could go with one of these guys. Tight end. There's a first round tight end that looks incredible. Don't really need one, but I mean, there's a good tackle here. That defensive end. Do need a replacement eventually for Cam Jordan. Good corners on the board. We do need a slot corner, I think. So, late first rounder, late first, mid second. I'd rather just spend. Ooh. Some really good safeties available. This could free us up from moving on from Von Bell, which I wouldn't mind doing. Ooh. Probably have to go with this guy. I'm going to go with Alexander Howell. 76 normal. Depth trade isn't great. I mean, it was a good value, but it's not great. I might have to go offensive tackle because Teron Armstead is getting up there in age. If there's any running backs available, I might take one. 6.8 power back. No. 5.7. Not very strong. First round guard. He is 6'6". Okay, we'll keep looking, but I think that might be our pick. Yeah, I think that's going to be our pick. Raheem Livingston from Duke. 70 overall, normal dev. It's okay. I mean, just getting insurance policy in case Teron Armstead decides to retire abruptly. So, and then that 6.8 power back. If he's still there, might take a shot at him. Roosevelt Miles. 57, but he has hidden dev. I mean, that's something, I guess. That's something. Probably not going to be our backup, though. And then probably I don't know what to go with here. A 5.7 tackle is still available. He's just not very strong, man. Yeah. Any players worth taking? Not really. So I'm just going to sim to the end of the draft. Which, I mean, I think our first pick was good. Our second pick, kind of iffy. I mean, could play him at corner. Possibly. See his coverage stats. Zone isn't bad. Man coverage. Let's see what he would be at a corner. Because I think we do need a number 3 corner. He's actually a 76 at corner. So, I mean, I guess we'll keep him at corner. Cam Stimson, going to be the anchor of our defensive line. Love that pick. Right guard, Raheem Livingston. He's kind of a flyer on the offensive line. And the computer drafted like shit the rest of the way. So, let's go ahead and simulate to the season. Check out our team. We're a pretty good squad. Already won a Super Bowl, so the monkey is off our back there. But last season we finished with an 8-8 record, so kind of disappointing. But bringing in Gallup with Rieger and Thomas, I think that's going to be deadly. Probably going to look for a backup running back in free agency. Boulware and Stimson, pretty good defensive line here with Lawson and Jordan. Corners, Chauncey Gardner, Marshawn Lattimore, and Howell will be our corners. Von Bell and Marcus Williams here are safeties. Manny Raymond here at right outside linebacker. Cunningham and Bond. Specialist. Howell's going to be our slot corner. Stimson there. Good with that. Good with everything. We just need a backup running back, which I prefer to get a power back. So, let's see. Mark Ingram, could bring him back. Yo, I'd be down to do that. Let's bring him in. Mark Ingram. bringing him back. So pair him with Kamara, and then I don't think we have anything to spend in terms of coach XP. We don't. So schemes have 75 in vertical zone, 72 in base 4-3, 86% in 46 defense, 86 in disguise 3-4. Go with the 46 defense, and then we will go with, I don't know why vertical power runs higher, but I guess we'll go with that. Then offensively, I like our offensive playbook. Defensively, probably need to change here, so we're gonna go with San Fran. Go Minnesota. Go Minnesota's defense playbook. So upgrade the players, and we shall see what we are at the end of the mid-season mark. That made no exact sense, but let's go ahead and see what we are. I think this is a Super Bowl caliber roster, so be nice to win another Super Bowl, which I think we've only done twice. We've won 2 Super Bowls and 1 rebuild, I think twice, or maybe that was once. I know we did with the Seahawks. I just can't remember the other team. We are 2-5 at the mid-season mark. Lovely. What is going wrong? 18th in offense, so not good there. 22nd on defense. Okay. I don't really understand what's going wrong here. I'm going to go back to the vertical zone run. I just think we were better doing that. And then Mike Zimmer, I know the Vikings suck in sim, so go Jacksonville. Maybe those changes can make our team better. I have no clue, but going to use our last coach XP here. Players ready to negotiate. Marcus Williams. No, it's Chauncey Gardner. Chauncey Gardner. I'm going to bring him back. Eric McCoy. Lamont Gaillard. So Eric McCoy definitely. There we go. Lamont Gaillard, I don't know about. So, going to upgrade our players here. And let's go ahead and simulate to the playoffs, not the mid-season, which I think we're going to miss, honestly. I don't know how, but we missed the playoffs here. We go 8-8 again. So Bucks and Panthers make the playoffs. We finished 9th in offense. So finished better overall in offense. Defense was a little better. But Jalen Hurts, 30 touchdowns, 5 picks, 4,000 yards. Pretty good year. Rushing the ball. Kamara, still good. Mark Ingram was good as our backup. Receiving, Hooper, Thomas kind of went down. Gallup and Rager. I mean, we just have so many offensive weapons. So I don't really know. 121 tackles, 7 TFLs, a sack for Cunningham. 103, 2 tackles for loss for Chauncey Gardner. Sacks on the year. Cam Jordan with 9, 6.5 from Boulware. Cam Stinson with 3.5. Von Bell. Carl Lawson was disappointing. Interceptions on the year, 3 for Von Bell, 2 for Alexander Howell. Marshawn Lattimore and Perry Nickerson. And then any defensive touchdowns, we had none. So, going to take a quick look at the awards. MVP, no Saints. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Jalen Hurts at 5. Defensive Player of the Year, Troy Dye, no Saints. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Roosevelt Miles, I guess. That was the running back. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Howell at 2. Cam Stimson at 4. Best QB, best running back, best receiver, best O-line, best D-line, best linebacker, best DB, and best kicker. So, didn't win any awards. Finished 8-8 once again. So, kind of annoying. But I think this fourth and final season we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I have a good feeling. So getting sim to the off season. I think the defense is what's really letting us down, to be honest. Lamont Gaillard. God, we can't even bring him back. And let's make sure no players retired. So Teron Armstead is still here. Is Cam Jordan still here? He is. So no players retired. We're just going to have to send him to the draft. Because we have no money whatsoever in free agency. So don't know what we're really going to do here in the draft, though. I'm going to send him to the 17th pick. Maybe find a backup running back for Kamara. Good right outside backer. Good center. Good corner. Tight end. Good defensive tackle here. Could go all in on the defensive tackle. Good strong safety. Dude. I mean, Von Bell, we already drafted a strong safety last year, and we had to move him in the corner because he had normal dev. So it's showing the strong safety and this defensive tackle, which this defensive tackle looks insane, bro. We'll go D'Angelo Clark. Please be hidden. Thank you. 76 hidden, ranked number 9 in the class. Took him at 17. So we can finally move on from Von Bell. I want that defensive tackle. So you know what? Let's see, Redskins. Who do you have at strong safety? We're going to trade Von Bell. Because I want that defensive tackle. So, Von Bell, you have no interest in him. What about the Jets? No. San Francisco, what do you pick? 22. He's going to be off the board. Philly. Colts. Cardinals. Broncos, let's see. Bills. Pick 20, I'm willing to do this. Definitely willing to do this. And we'll give you our third. Because I want that D tackle. I don't know if we're going to get him now. Okay, Redskins, please don't take him. Okay, you didn't. So, we're going all in on that Super Bowl, man. And there we go. We get a stud, 77 hidden, ranked number 7 in the class. Took him at 20. So, I think that was definitely worth the trade up. Got a good safety, got a good D tackle, both hidden devs. I'll take it. I know we necessarily didn't need a defensive tackle, but we're just trying to get best player available. 6.5 tackle here. We'll go with him. Oscar Cruz, 66. He had first in bench press. What the hell? We'll just simulate to the end of the draft. That's kind of a whiff, but overall, this team is stacked, dude. There's no reason we don't make the playoffs this year. Absolutely no reason. As our draft recap, like I said, we have that safety here, D'Angelo Clark, hidden dev, scheme fit, Reggie Gross here, traded up for him, D tackle, hidden dev, scheme fit. And then the rest of the draft, they did draft a middle linebacker here who's a scheme fit. That's nice, but yeah, I think that's it. So let's sim to the next week. Fourth and final year, 89 overall, 93 offense, 85 defense. we're in a good shape, man. Offensive line is good. Did lose Gallard, which I'm not really concerned about. Kamara, Thomas, Gallup, Rager, Jalen Hurts. I mean, come on, man. Defensive ends, Cam Jordan, Gross is going to be our number 2. So we have a lot of depth on the defensive line. Marshall Lattimore, Howell, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson brought in our strong safety to replace Von Bell, D'Angelo Clark. Linebackers are still pretty damn good. Marcus Williams, so we should be good to go, man. We should be good to go. Gross is starting right away at D tackle, so Stimson turned out to be superstar dev. That's nice. That's nice. So yeah, I think the only thing to do now is sign a backup running back. Ito Smith. Why not? Could sign Sherman, but nah, I'm not going to cheese it like that. So let's go ahead and sim to the mid-season mark here in this 4th and final season. Hopefully we're doing pretty good. Hopefully. But you never know. Have a pretty dominant team. So, and here at the midseason mark, we are 6-1. That's what you like to see. 6-1, about to take on the 4-3 Vikings. Don't need to re-sign anyone, so just upgrade the players here and sim to the playoffs. So it looks like we're front runners for our division. I mean, Tampa Bay is still trying to hang on, but should win our division and should be a first round bye. Should. As we do get that first round bye, we go 13-3 here. So first in the NFL in offense, Jalen Hurts went off. Defense, we were 24th again. Annoying, but 40 touchdowns, 7 picks, 4,500 yards for Jalen Hurts. Running the ball, Alvin Kamara was amazing. 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns. Ito Smith wasn't bad. Receiving, Michael Gallup had 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, 884 and 6 for Rager, 834 and 9 for Thomas, 809 for Hooper, 623 and 3 for Kamara. We're insane offensively. Defensively, 109 tackles, 7 TFLs, 3 sacks for Cunningham. Sacks on the year, we had 8.5 from Stimson, 14 TFLs, 15 TFLs, 6.5 sacks for Zach Bond, 9 TFLs, 5 sacks for Cam Jordan, 11 TFLs, 5 sacks for our rookie Reggie Gross, which I'm interested to see. Superstar Dev, there we go, baby. And then picks on the year, we have 4 from Gardner-Johnson, 2 from Manny Raymond, 2 from Alexander Howell, D'Angelo Clark. What is he? Superstars. So we nailed our picks. That is amazing. So awards. Jalen Hurts wins MVP. Let's go. Coach of the year, we did not get it. Matt Hedrick of the Chiefs. Jalen Hurts, offensive player of the year, Kamara at 4. Defensive player of the year, Khalil Mack. No Saints. Offensive rookie of the year, didn't have anyone. Defensive rookie of the year, D'Angelo Clark and Reggie Gross. Also Cordell Landry. Guess that was that linebacker the CPU took, but we're good, man. I think we're in line for our 2nd Super Bowl of this rebuild, so hopefully that's the case. As we're taking on our divisional rival, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Cam Jordan, probably his last season. He's going to hang up his cleats. So, morale boost for him. Maxed out for the playoffs. So, let's go, man. Let's go. 91 of their 86. So, they're a good team as well. I wonder who their quarterback is. Because the Bucs have been pretty good during this rebuild. So, they're no slouch team. But I think we're the favorites. We're definitely the favorites here. Oh, they have Grant Delpit. here we go. After 8 years after our Super Bowl run, we're back in the playoffs at 13-3, 7-0 lead. I doubt they have Jameis Winston, dude. 14-0, 17-0. Our MVP Jalen Hurts, 24-0, 24-7, 27-7. So it looks like we're gonna go to the NFC Championship, unless there's like some kind of crazy comeback here. 30-17, and we are heading to the NFC Championship as Jameis Winston still is their quarterback. Wow, don't really usually see him last this long with the Bucs, but Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdowns, no picks, 289 yards running the ball. Alvin Kamara is a beast. Darius Geis is the Bucs running back. That's pretty cool. Receiving, we had 100 yards from Michael Thomas, 61 from Hooper, 55 from Kamara, 42 from Rager. Touchdowns, Rager, Hooper, and Thomas all have 1. Defensively, have 1 sack from Zach Bond, 1 pick from Gardner Johnson. So there we go, guys. Going to our second NFC Championship of the rebuild. Trying to get a second Super Bowl. As Jalen Hurts is now probably in the 90s. And let's go ahead and advance to the conference championship, where we are taking on the Dallas Cowboys. This should be interesting. We have tons of coach XP up there, but we have nothing to use it on. So 92 to their 87. Let's try and go throwbacks here. I'm not going to go with the color rush. We'll go with the alternate classic. I like that. I like the uniforms. So here we go. Sean Payton looking for his third Super Bowl ring. Trying to go 2 out of 4 here, which would basically be considered a dynasty. I mean, 2 out of 4 is really hard in the NFL. I mean, the Patriots have done it recently. Yeah, basically the Patriots this century have been the only team to really go 2 out of 4. So Steelers, I think, went, what was it? I think 2 out of 5 or something like that, but when they beat the Seahawks and the Cardinals. But 6-0, 13-0. What are we doing here? 13-7. Come on, guys. 13-10. Okay, 16-10. Oh my gosh. 30-10. 33-10. We're coming in. Why not? We haven't had much gameplay. I don't think we've had any gameplay this video. Kamara, still a beast. He's probably in his 30s now. But Jalen Hurts has not played good here today. We're going to scramble to the outside with Hurts. Okay. Has no juke moves. Going to go for the first. Maybe a little more here. So we run out of bounds. I don't know how likely a comeback is here, though. Honestly, 33-10, not great. Not great odds. I'm going to try and hit. Who the hell is Guidry? Okay, our third stringers are out here. Oh, God. I don't know why our backup receivers are out there. It's a little annoying. Not gonna lie. Go Rieger here on the comeback. Oh, it's intercepted. Game over. That's game over. So, I mean, at least we won a Super Bowl. But Jalen Hurts could not win a Super Bowl, being the successor to Drew Brees. So, 33-18. Yeah, 39-18. Game over, dude. 39-25. is the final here in New Orleans. So we did win one playoff game with Hurts, but we choked in the NFC Championship. So, like I said, we won a Super Bowl with Drew Brees. So that's not too bad. We still do have one realistic rebuild to do. What I said at the beginning of the video, we have the Philadelphia Eagles, so that'll probably be tomorrow because I am pretty tired. It's like probably close to 2 or 3 in the morning. So anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. As always, leave a like and comment down below what you think of my realistic rebuild series. We're coming to an end here, so if y'all would like to see fantasy rebuilds, what if rebuilds, leave a comment down below. All the appreciation is appreciated by me. I really appreciate it. All the support is what I meant. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well, man. Trying to build All-in-One Sports here into a good Madden channel, good NBA 2K rebuild channel. You know, we do franchise modes on here, mock drafts, which I will be coming out with the mock drafts sometime this week. Like I said, all support is appreciated. I love all y'all, all my subscribers, all of y'all that haven't subscribed yet. And until next time, guys, peace out. Later.